Miss Shawntell, thank you for being here today. I appreciate you. I hate how giggly you are.
It's just out here.
You're not used to me being serious.
Not used to it at all.
That's exactly what it is. How long have we known each other?
Like over 10 years.
Over 10 years? You've never seen me serious or have a serious conversation with me. It's always been, I'm a slut.
And I'm over there laughing my ass off.
So I came today to talk about a serious topic, okay? I have literally contacted 4 other people before you, and they were all not willing to talk about it. 2 men, 2 women that I know they've been through something. It's hard to talk about. So we're here today talking about domestic violence. Okay, October is Domestic Violence Month.
That right.
Let's all be aware. If you see something, say something. And if you are a victim of domestic abuse, I'd appreciate it. We will leave a phone number at the end of this video. So please, if you need help, please call somebody and get some help. What would you say domestic abuse is?
Anything and everything that could be done to lower a person's self.
Okay. Give me some examples. Do you have any examples?
Whether it's mental, verbal, you're dumb, you're not smart, just to make them feel empowered. Anything that could deframe the next person from what's the word, belittled. Like
someone who fiends off of power and has power struggles, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever in your life dealt with domestic abuse in your relationships?
I have. I've seen it in my lifetime, and I always told myself that I'm not gonna let that ever happen to me. But everybody knows Shawntell. Shawntell's always sweet, always smiley, so she gets over. So when it happened, I recognized it, but I kind of dumb sounded myself to believe that it's not what it is. It's something else.
So talk to me about that. You said you've seen the signs, right? What were like the first red flags that you noticed that this might turn into an abusive relationship?
It was actually somebody close to them. When it happened, I was in a state of mind that he loved me because he was with somebody, and then we got together, and I just felt like I was queen bee. So that was like kind of the first step, hearing it from somebody else. Oh, he did this to her. What makes you think he's not going to do it to you? That was the first sign, but I didn't play it into effect. And then it was verbal, a verbal altercation. He started saying words like, "Wow, who is you?" Nah. And then when it finally got physical, I was still dumbfounded in that haze that this is not who he truly is. Maybe I did something to make him mad. Not seeing the signs that I've seen plenty of times before. And then the first was something simple, and then it gradually grew to dangerous levels.
Around how long would you say, how can I word this? So from the first red flag of being belittled at the beginning, was there a stance of in denial? Was there, oh, he don't mean nothing by that? How was that in your process, in your processing, in your thoughts, when he began to do that? What was going through your mind?
Oh, I did this. That's why he did it. Maybe if I change what I'm doing, he won't do it anymore. So it's just me.
So it turned physical.
Hmm.
Tell me about that if you feel comfortable.
First time it got physical, I remember we was in the room, my newborn son. So we're just sitting there talking, and I was making a bottle, and I guess somebody, an old friend, called my phone or something. All I know, he threw my son to kind of toss to the side and lunge, knocking over milk and stuff. And then all I know, I was yoked up off the floor and held against the wall. And I was lost that first encounter because it happened so quick. What just happened? Tears running, mind's blowing, baby over there's crying. Like, wow, did this really just happen to me? After promising myself I would never let this happen. And I slowly kind of switched and started, it's like a aha moment.
Just like a light bulb.
Like a light bulb. Like you've seen it, but you didn't want to believe it till now he has his hands on you.
Okay. During that time, how long were y'all together at that time?
We almost a year.
Almost a year. For the physical altercation, correct?
No, in general.
In general. Okay.
The altercation, I met him, got pregnant, had my son. Well, it's a little over a year when it happened, because he was like, maybe, he was a baby, a couple months old when the altercation, so about a year and a half.
Year and a half. Okay. I know, me personally, just sharing my own thing, my mother always told me, well, if she man enough to put her hands on you, she should be man enough to be able to take a lick back.
Right.
But always expressing, don't go too far. Meaning like the self-defense. In self-defense, they say, well, it has to be equal to what the person did to you. So if they hit you, you can hit back. If they shoot you, you can shoot back.
Mm-hmm.
So was there any of them instances to where he tried to provoke you into hitting him, or you provoked him? Maybe just thinking back now that it's been a while. No?
No.
Okay.
Because like I said, at that time I was in a different place. So I wasn't as outspoken or verbally at that time. So I did defend myself like as I should, as I would now. I allowed a lot to happen more to me because of me not, what's the word, being strong, or not strong, felt not worthy of the strength, if that makes sense.
Okay. So, dealing with that experience, what was your last straw? How did you get out of that?
Even after it was all said and done, I was still at this point in my life where I was like, oh, maybe we needed this, and maybe get back together, and he played on it. And that went on for a couple of years, and I remember the day when I just finally snapped. It wasn't the first time I've tried to hurt myself, because I felt he done beat me or did something to me, and I felt less of a woman. It was the fact, if I could say this, was ready to fight back to a different level. That point was like, that was it.
Okay.
With the point to where I could have lost my freedom or my child. That was the breaking point.
So, if you don't mind me asking, I'm just digging a little deeper into that.
Because now you've seen the different side of me.
No. First of all, if we're just speaking openly, whether the camera's on or not, I feel like everybody has a breaking point. I feel like hairs cross with men because men wouldn't talk to men that way. The two men that I called about this conversation, they said, man, they started laughing. No man is going to talk about this.
Yeah, no man, because they kind of feminize. I see a lot of female energy with this topic. Not many. You have some that'll come out open, but I think we're in a world and age where something so feminine cannot degrade something that's supposed to be masculine and whole and strong. So I get that. Not many men's gonna want to talk about, oh, she did this, she did that. But they be like, you're a whole man, you could handle a little old female. So I get why men do not talk about this as much as women do. Which I hope that the numbers change. Because this is not just one sex, one sexuality. It's all across the board. So if we get more men, more people, especially the men, because men deal with this just like females. Men mental health matters just as females. We're all human.
All lives matter.
All lives matter.
Sorry, I had to take that opportunity. It's a pretty serious subject, so I had to throw a laugh in there. I don't think men will. I've literally called the cops on my ex, on one of my exes, and they said, okay, well, you need to leave. Do you have somewhere to go? You know, they hit you with that. Do you have somewhere to go for about 24 hours? And I pay the bills in this house.
I would say, but if it's and that's what I get. 9 times out of 10 is men that look at the man like that. Like, this woman is harassing him, because we females can be bitches. We could hit below the belt.
That came out of her mouth.
I'm just being real. If a woman can't ever say that a female can be a bitch, they are lying. We all know that we can be bitches sometimes. We all know that we can hit that nerve. And I feel that some women take that and run. So when it happens to a man, if it happens to a woman, the woman knows that the law's on her side.
Every time.
But she's not thinking, like, what if it was you doing it to the man? He's not gonna have that same treatment, because yet again, he's the man. He's supposed to be the rock. And I see that coming from majority of men, because men, I don't know what it is with you guys. Y'all, what's the word? I always try to be the alpha dog.
The alpha male?
Alpha male, alpha dog, whatever type of alpha. Y'all try to be the top dog, but
it's in our spirit to definitely be competitive.
It's very competitive. So when you see your fellow man going through something that you may not think you'll ever be in, you not even you knowing or acting on it, you'll act and be like, oh man, you let that happen? I
can honestly say locker room talk, I have laughed at a dude who said he got his ass beat by his old lady. I have laughed very hard because I know that situation. Right. I know how it feels to ball up and this chick is kicking me, right, hitting me. I'm literally on the floor like I'm getting jumped by 5 men because I know I can't do anything. But I think that struck a chord in me of, yo, hold on, I don't deserve this. Whoa.
And that was what happened at my breaking point.
Yeah, I don't, nobody deserves this.
Right.
Whatsoever. I think, why can't we just simply keep our hands to ourselves? If you're yelling at somebody and you're in their face, you don't touch them.
Right.
If you touch them, what do you think the reaction's gonna be?
They're gonna touch back.
I just feel like you kind of know what to expect when you provoke anybody to that level. If a man would fight a man about it, he'd fight anybody about it. If a female would fight about it, you can't expect anything different. You're hurting the exact same way. You're giving that pain the exact same way. First of all, I've never told any of my exes, even the one that I did put my hands on, I was never like, yo, you're ugly. I never tried to like mess up the way they see their self in the mirror. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, deframe them. I never. First of all, I know I can chop somebody's whole soul with my words.
You're different from some. Some would say that at heartbeat, especially if we hit,
don't like you
we hit that nerve that piss you off.
You're
like,
ugly bitch. Can't stand your ass, bitch.
Right.
You fucking with that nigga. It's all good. Hope you know you got an ugly ass bitch. Nah. First of all, with the word bitch, right? That's usually the first thing men go for.
Right.
And women.
Right.
Go for.
Right.
Because, oh God, a man can't handle being called a bitch. Call me what?
Even if you just
I'm going to show you a bitch. I'm going to show you a bitch.
Even if you just playing, well, I don't know.
Well, in previous relationships, first of all, you've known me for over 10 years. I use the word bitch loosely.
Very loosely.
I mean nothing by it.
But me knowing you so long, when you say it, I know.
I'm that gay best friend with it.
I'm like, I know where you're taking your bitches. Like, you say, bitch, like, come on now. Like, bitch? That's the difference. 'Cause I know you for a while.
Yeah, my intentions with the word bitch is so, again, I'm a gay man when it comes, but bitch. Like I'm very flamboyant with that word. I just really don't use words to cut somebody down. It takes a lot for me to do that. Like, because for me, I rather, just punch me in my fucking face, please, man. Before you say anything about my mama, before you say anything about my grandmama, before you say anything about my health.
Shoot, That's the
Nigga, you ain't got no motherfucking job, bitch.
them levels
Yeah,
is like, no, what?
Okay, so explain that to me. Explain what you've experienced when it comes to a man being verbally abusive to you.
Just about anything to frame my subconscious. Everybody know for years I always been a big girl. Some big girls don't got no ass. So I'm like, fat ass bitch. At the time I wasn't comfortable.
I'm so not laughing at you. I need you to know that. It's just what you said, and again, we've known each other for a while, and
what
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that somebody spoke to you in that manner. It's just, you know how we joke,
right?
and
But no,
they meant that to hurt you.
They meant that to hurt me, and at that time, that was the cut. That was the cut right there.
That cut you deep.
That cut me. So that's when I started the self-conscious. What's the word? Image.
Being self-cautious.
No, like image blind, like stuck. No, image stuck.
Explain that.
I'm not pretty. I'm too fat. Oh, pizza butt. That was always that.
Somebody really said that?
People say a lot of shit.
To be hurtful?
Mm-hmm.
Pizza butt.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are assholes.
Yep.
Guys are assholes. Because dudes will do that shit just because you say, no, I don't want your number. There's niggas who can't handle rejection.
Well, or they just love the like I said, how we in the dating age, they just like the frame of somebody. Because even at that point in time, I wasn't as blossom as I was, or free, open, like confident.
Knowing who you were.
Knowing who I was. So at that time, I was like, nobody. If I leave, nobody else will want me. So I was in that self-image that's where I needed to be. I had to make this work.
So you felt stuck.
That I felt stuck.
Have you ever been an aggressor? No, I know you haven't.
I was about to say.
I had to ask you that question, but I have to ask you that question because of this. But
no.
I've damn near the end of middle school. I know how quiet you were and how you used to be.
And till this day, it still takes me a lot to react or really aggress. Me right now, from when it first all happened, it's like night and day. It's like a brand new.
How has that situation changed you?
It has made me angry. More aggressive than that I used to be, which I'm not mad at some point, but it's like being so, feel like you have to be so strong and aggressive to not go through this again. It gets tiring.
Angry as in what? Angry because I know a lot of my situations I felt angry because, man, I can't believe you put yourself through that. I can't believe.
Right.
And Was it more angry at that person? Was it anger towards the man? Is there like a bitterness? Do you have anger just towards men now? Like there's just this I don't trust you factor.
Even to this day, the person that I don't have no hard feelings. They can say all they can say about me. I don't. I've learned to switch that energy to make me stronger. At the end of the day, me being pissed off or hurt or anything to that person because of what they did, will I'm benefit from it. If they still feel the way they feel, that's their own demons they have to fight. But once I don't care or give a fuck about you, or not care if I'm angry with you or not, I'm just at peace with it. To where like, I don't hate you, I don't love you. You're just here and a person that I've came in contact with. But I don't wish you harm. I just rather have peace with myself with that situation.
You learned how to coexist.
Coexist with it.
Okay.
I can't change that happen. I just grow on it. But if I stay angry at you for what you done to me, you still have control. A control that is not good for me or anybody in my circle. Cause if your energy connected to me, cause I still hold anger onto you, emotionally, mentally, and physically, I'm not able to heal.
Okay.
Staying angry won't help you heal.